Hey, what's going on, good people of the earth? Back again with Richard here on his videos. We've been doing topics about meditating and so many other things. I don't know, we had a topic planned for this week, but I was talking to my brother Daryl over the weekend, and we went for a drive to get cigarettes and whatnot. Him and Daryl went through a lot. I mean, a lot of what Richard went through because they lived together when Richard had his skin blown apart and he was trying to deal with stuff. And one thing Daryl was talking about, was I was hoping I can get Richard to give us an anecdote for it, is what happened on Manitoulin Island when you guys went to Manitoulin Island. Buddy was talking about that. So, I want you to tell that story because I think it's a fantastic story. And I mean, this is an absolute story, true story. My brother would not lie, and Richard would not lie. These are the two guys that love this stuff.
Yeah, we love it. Okay, and I got a witness. That's nice. I love it, so I can tell it.
And you can take it for what it's worth anyway. I take it as truth because we all know there's aliens. Thousands of people have sightings all the time. It's not a big deal anymore. What's the big deal is being able to interpret it, right, bro?
Right. Now, Daryl's experience, I can't speak for Daryl, but when I was there with Daryl, we were there, and I didn't tell him nothing about no UFOs or anything.
Right.
And that's just my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're there camping. We're on the beach on the east side, Manitoulin Island, Lake Huron side. Lake Huron, North Channel, right there, where the lighthouse is, but just down the beach a little bit. It was midnight, and it's big. We're looking at the stars, Milky Way, and this huge red egg-shaped UFO was out. And it wasn't bright. It was fuzzy, reddish brown.
Right.
Way out on the water.
Right.
And it was way out there, because this thing's big, and I've seen it before.
What time of year is it? In the summer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Same when you
camping
go up,
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
July, August, somewhere. Maybe Daryl knows. So we're sitting there looking at it, and I'm looking at it. We didn't say nothing yet. And I'm like, holy shit. It's the boys, right? That's what I call them, the boys. They come
I call them fast movers over the lake.
This one wasn't moving. As far as I can tell, it wasn't moving.
Excuse me.
And then Daryl standing beside me, he goes, see that big red UFO out in the lake? And I'm like, yep. So he knew it, and I knew it already, right? We're both sitting there looking at it, and I had my camera set up. I set my camera up, but I didn't tell the other three people, and it was Daryl, Jay, and Sherry.
Right.
I didn't tell them.
The usual crew.
Yeah, that I was looking for the post.
Right.
But I knew my chances were fucking good. So I put a 400 millimeter lens in my camera.
Right.
On a tripod, and I just got it ready just in case.
Awesome.
And it was already facing out in the water because I knew something was going to happen. And anyway, we called the others over. We're all looking at this thing, and we're just staring at it. And to the left, just to the left of the right, was a blinking buoy or a lighthouse. I think it was, to the left. If you're there, you'll see it blinking at night.
Right.
It's probably still there. So it's blinking. It's somewhere out there. And it's just sitting there. And I go, hey, guys. They go, what? And I go, I'm going to go take a picture. As soon as I point the camera, take the picture, as soon as I point the lens at it, it'll blink out. Instantly disappear. Instantly disappear. And they go, and they're like, well, they didn't say, I don't even remember what they said. So I go, okay. And I go, keep watching. Like, it's been there for almost a minute and a half, 2 minutes, just sitting there, right?
Right.
And I go, okay. So I get the camera, and I bring it up. And I go, okay, on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And I went like that, and boink. As soon as I brought the lens.
Isn't that amazing?
Yep. Then the weird thing happened. All right, I had a couple shots of whiskey and a beer, maybe. I wasn't far from drunk.
Right.
And it was midnight now. I know it was midnight. And then we're sitting around a campfire, and everybody's just like, no one's talking about it. An exciting thing, an extraterrestrial spacecraft out in the water, and it blinked when I pointed the camera, and I told them it would do it.
What kind of distance was it? Like a mile out or
closer?
At
least 5 miles.
Oh, okay.
It was out there. This UFO was big. It's
right.
as big as this house.
Wow.
It's
wow.
Average house.
That's incredible.
It
I've seen
huge.
them up, way up, but I've never actually got to see one in that capacity. I would love to.
Well, and I'll tell you the size because I got a good comparison one day.
Okay.
Back in Channel of the same craft, actually. So, and we're sitting around the fire, and no one's talking. you know, you're all pissed up, you're half pissed up, and we just saw a UFO.
Staring
Usually
at
they
your
go,
feet.
holy shit, man, that was the greatest. Everybody's going, like they just zombied out.
Wow.
And I'm looking at them, I'm going,
Really?
all right, what the fuck is going on here, right? And no one's doing that. And then Jay goes, well, I'm going to bed, turn around, watch. Sherry goes, yep, me too. Dale goes, boy, wait for me. And he hit this thing. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, great. And I could feel the ETs, right?
Right.
And they're right over top of us. Like, invisible. You can't
they're
see
cloaked
them.
in.
You're cloaked
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
but they're fucking staring right at us. They're right over our heads. They all went to bed. I sat there for 5 minutes. And I was already tired, so
Right.
I went to bed. And that was it. That was it for the city.
Oh, wow.
But the thing was, before we went on the camping trip, we were all going to go up there and go camping for a week or whatever on the beach. And I laid down 2 days before we went
meditated,
hooked up to the ETs, and showed them where I was on a map. In 2 days, I'll be here.
Right.
I
Put
want
it
to
in
see
your
you.
subconscious and send it out with your light.
I
right?
want to photograph you and see you.
And that's something we can all do with training, by the way. We can ask for experiences, and maybe by the grace of God, we'll get one. You know? Sorry to interrupt you, pal.
No, that's it. And I didn't tell anybody that. I just kept it to myself because I was practicing.
Right.
And there was no CE5 back then. We barely
Right.
even had computers that worked right.
Right.
Let alone watch videos of UFOs and
Exactly.
talk
Seeing
about
everybody's
CE5.
clips and
Yeah. I never even heard of CE5.
Right. What is CE5, just for the people that don't know, that are
Close
watching?
Encounters of the Fifth Kind.
Of the fifth kind.
Yeah.
That is a face-to-face encounter.
Spiritual.
A spiritual
yeah,
connection.
and you bring
The
them
third
together.
kind is the where you first face-to-face?
I don't even know. You gotta
Okay.
read it.
Well, just so that people know what a CE5 is, because we may say that in passing, and some people interested might say, "Oh, what is that?" And you know, now they have to clarify.
Now it's called CE5, but really, it's just irrelevant. All life you talk to from your heart. You can cut your head off, tape your mouth shut, and you can still communicate to the universe through your heart. It's your soul that's talking to them. So I did that 2 days before we went camping. We got there, I think it was that same night, that first night. We're on the beach camping, and we went to the water's edge, and it was all rock in the water, and beautiful. I loved it there. Bam, there it was.
Wow.
Showed up, just like that.
That's incredible.
It was great. And I didn't tell him I called it. I called the UFO, or did a C5.
Well, some of them might not have been in a position to understand it anyway.
Well,
that was probably something you were just working on back
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Because that seems like if it was before computers, early '90s.
Yeah.
Right. Like and
yeah.
like maybe the last end of the '80s, early '90s, before things started getting swinging.
I went to Vancouver in 90 something, so it was 89.
Oh, 89, 90. Okay.
Yeah, in there somewhere.
All right. Well, you got any other interesting stories you wanted to talk about?
For UFOs?
Yeah, well, Daryl was telling. Yeah,
right.
Like Daryl was telling me about the story, but he never put the, like, you know, the part where you turn the camera and it clicked off. He was just talking about the camp. You know, Daryl.
Yeah.
He loves his camping.
Yeah, I got tons of good. I don't know the dates of many of them right now. I have to think about it, but let me see. There's a bunch. I don't know which one to start with. I'm trying to keep them in order, right?
Right.
So I go. This one goes way back to when I was living on Park Ave.
Right.
So coming home from work at Elan.
Right.
Remember where? Oh no. Where at Elan. And you walk down the road to the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
On the other side, you walk and you cross the railroad tracks, and you're in an empty lot near eBayer's house, and then I come home, right? Just right next door. I'm walking home from Elan's.
Right.
And I'm walking, 10 o'clock, roughly. There was just a little faint of blue left, twilight in the sky before it goes black.
Right, yeah.
And I'm walking home, and I'm looking at the ground, and there, next to me is Elan, a big giant building that builds trucks. Over here is just junk. And the railroad tracks in front of me with willow trees along the railroad tracks. So I'm walking, and all of a sudden I look up. I just looked up. And I look up, and there's this huge, fuzzy red oblong. It's almost like a cigar if you straighten it up, but it was more like that.
Right.
So it was more like that.
Right on.
And it's sitting there. Now, I didn't think at this time. I was freaking out. I was, what the hell is that, right? And I'm like, fucking UFO, holy shit. So I'm stunned, like I'm freaking out. And I'm looking at it, and it's sitting right on the trail.
Yeah.
Because I had to go across the railroad
On the other
tracks.
side of the tracks, the trail.
And there's a trail through the weeds.
Yeah.
And it's sitting right there.
How many times did we play down there?
How many times? And it's sitting on the trail.
Wow.
It stopped me. It's saying, do you fucking see us now? You ain't getting home till you get it. Pow, right? And I didn't figure that out at the moment. But anyway, I'm looking at it, I'm like, holy shit. And I stopped. I was totally stopped. I wasn't going any closer.
Was there any kind of feeling or anything? Like,
I could feel them in my
could feel them?
in your inner light,
right,
staring at you.
Like,
and
could you feel like they were saying something, or they were just parked there?
Oh no, they're talking. I don't know what.
Right.
My heart's going beep, like my inner light.
And that was way back in your life. You would have been probably what, 15, 16 years old then?
Oh,
maybe a
little
little older.
more, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden it starts moving like that, and it's heading west, and I'm watching it head west down the railroad tracks. So I know it's just above the railroad track.
Right.
Somewhere in there. As it's going down, it's the willow trees are going in front of it.
Right.
And the willow trees are all leaved up. They got leaves on them. So
right.
I know it was late summertime. And it went behind, and it started breaking up, and it went sort of black, but I could still see through it. All of a sudden, it just gone. I couldn't see. So I'm all excited. I'm pissed off. It's gone now, right? Because it went behind the trees and sort of faded or whatever happened. Right. And I'm like, it should be coming out. I should be still seeing it behind the trees.
Right.
Because there's gaps in the trees. And it's fucking not there anymore. What the fuck, right? So I'm all pissed off. I run my ass all the way. I go through the trail. I go up on the railroad tracks. The railroad tracks are 4 lines. 4 lines. The 2 main lines and 2 Parker train tracks. And so I'm standing there and I'm looking. And I look down. Well, I ran up. I'm looking. And as I ran, I looked down. And the UFO is down the railroad tracks. Yep. I think. Hold on.
Like down the hill part?
No, it went that way. I ran up and I couldn't see it anywhere. Yeah, it was not down there. Sorry.
Well, that's okay.
And it wasn't down there.
Long time ago.
It was a long time ago. So I'm looking. I looked down west the way it was going, figuring I'd see it. That's what I wanted to say.
Right.
Figuring I'd see it, and it wasn't there. And then I'm looking. I'm like, fuck. And I'm looking west. I'm looking west. Now over here is an empty lot, and where Johnny used to live. And
yeah.
If you watch the video, I got the whole thing on Google Earth explaining how it happened. And I look, awesome. I'm looking west. All of a sudden all of a sudden my heart's like, oh, fuck, right?
It was
I'm like the biggest goddamn thing moment in my whole life. And it was gone, just like that, gone. And I'm like, oh. So I turn around, and I trail going down to the empty lot. Johnny's house and the cornfield next to it.
Right.
Boom! It's over where Johnny's house was.
Oh man!
Literally right over his house.
Wow.
Like he wasn't living there at the time. They moved already. But that is where the UFO was. So I'm looking at it, and I can see the houses are like this big.
Right.
The house, the tree, the yard, the UFO.
Wow.
Over it.
So it was considerable size.
Yeah, yard, house, tree, over. So that fucking thing was this big, like house. Say the house was this big, like that, and the tree,
right,
and the UFO was like this.
Wow.
So I'm looking at it, and it's slowly heading east now, and I thought, well, how the fuck did it get from there to there? In a blink of an eye,
right?
Like,
well, you
because there was nothing.
Right? Yeah, you didn't see it right.
I know how they do it now, but I didn't then. But anyway, it's like this.
Well, how do they do it?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
And hold on, so I did this. I'm watching it, and it's heading west. And what it did was when it moved, here I'll use my pack of cigarettes. 10 that's the craft, and it went like this.
Oh, cool.
Okay, that's how it was moving. Like I'm doing a little faster. It was really
It was
slow.
going down the road like that though, or
No,
going
over the houses. Yeah.
Yeah, over the houses like
So
that.
it would go like this,
Wow.
and then it would whoosh, whoosh, like that. Every time it did a spin around on itself, like a top,
Right.
like it like this sort of thing.
Wow.
Every time it did that, it moved.
Boy, that is awesome.
Like that. And I was watching it. And I couldn't believe it. It was huge, Dan.
Oh my goodness.
And the bottom was flat. From what I could perceive is flat.
Right.
Maybe it was like that. It must have been like that because it was oblong. But when it moved, it looked
maybe
flat.
had a different shape
But there was
because
no
of the way it was doing its thing.
Yeah, you couldn't really tell because it was fuzzy dark red.
Right. That's
Fuzzy
cool,
dark
though.
red. Now, as this thing was doing that, it was going like this. Right? I'm looking at it and I noted it and I'm going, holy shit, that's fantastic. That's fucking fantastic. How it did that. How it did that. I'm freaking out. And it was starting to get to where it was going by out by Grandma's house that way.
Out the back
Yeah.
field way.
And I figured, well, I got maybe a chance in hell. Right? So I ran down the trail, the empty lot, ran through the backyards, up to my house, got my mom and my sister. They came out and it was already gone.
Oh,
So,
always, of course, eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Hey,
just
come
for
out
me.
and look at this. Oh, it's gone.
It was just for me. They got my attention. And that night I grabbed the dog and we went up on the roof and
You know what's
I
funny
slept
though?
on the
The
roof
way
over.
you were talking about how they move. Like I've been out front with the binoculars and had my telescope set up, and I'll see one coming across the sky. Now it's so far up, it's still like in space, but you can see the little
Yeah.
dot moving, and it moves, and like I can't see any orientation of it moving that way, but it goes a little, stops, goes
Yeah,
a little,
yeah.
stops, goes a little, stops.
That's the only way you
that-
can really tell. what's moving.
Exactly.
If
And-
it don't act like a satellite, then it's
yeah,
something.
satellite's going to keep moving at
Right.
the same pace. Well, these they go and stop, like, and it's so awesome because that's how I identify it as UFO.
That's the only way you
It's
can really.
not close by any means, and I've never had any in particular ET contact, but it's still wonderful to see them. I know they exist. I know they're there, but I'm not connected with them.
And that red one later, I would see it again with Daryl.
Wow.
Years later, with Daryl.
Maybe those were the, like, you say for your past life you were an alien at one point. Maybe those one of your family's craft, like not your
Yeah.
but your
ET
race
family,
of
yeah.
that your soul belongs to
Yep.
that race, and that's the crafts they use.
They're coming back.
and they're just coming to see you.
Now the thing is,
And you were a kid then.
Yeah.
Like,
This was back in '80. So, well, no, I was teenager. Yeah, I was just 14, 15, somewhere in there when that happened.
so you're talking, around
Oh, that's a long time ago.
83, 85, 86, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic.
That was the first huge one I ever saw. Big one. And that was at the same time I was having them contacts where I saw the one come out on the road in the same spot. Remember that?
And that's where the dinosaur used to chase you too, and then you'd run to the
in
next
dream.
path,
Yeah.
and you'd find all the writing and everything,
Yeah.
and you'd be heading right across that field where that fucker was parked over that house,
You got it.
and it all correlates.
Yep. I was having that dream continuously
Wow.
since I was a little kid. And that thing, finally saw it. And that's why they put it over top of trail for me to see. For me to clue in, but I don't know if I did it. I can't remember. I clued in that it was a UFO. That's for
Wow.
goddamn sure. Holy, yeah, that was beautiful. That was one of my best. Nice.
Like you were talking about, what
All
you know the
choreographed,
method to how they disappear. What is it? Did they go out of the reality and then back into it again,
I
like
don't
a
know.
dimensional shift?
I think they literally leave the reality.
Mm.
Or yeah, okay. Now, what
Well,
I the only thing I can say is from what other people's experiences, but how can you believe them, right?
well,
I know
that's
you
true.
know,
I mean,
know.
it's
People
a touchy
say-
subject. Like
And-
either you believe them or you don't, and if you don't, then you're gonna whatever.
and every race has their own tech. Okay?
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
it's totally fucked.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, they blink out, bam, and they're here, and all of a sudden they blink out, and they're here.
That's incredible.
You know,
So it's got to be a jumping, like time shift jump or
I
something.
film them. I film the little white ones. Now here's what I want to say. I film little white ones all the time. I got I got them passing the moon, where I told them
Oh,
to
I've
pass
seen
by the
those
moon.
ones. Those are incredible.
Real slow, and they're fuzzy, and they're white.
They're incredible.
Okay? They're little balls, they're fuzzy. The big giant red craft, which I've never filmed, they're fuzzy. So what is the fuzzy? Now you can take these little fuzzy white spheres, and you take 100 of them, put them all together, and it makes a big fuzzy white sphere.
That's
or
right.
it'll shapeshift. They fucking shapeshift, and they turn to metal.
Right.
And they go back to fuzzy. So what is that?
I think they can just control it at will with whatever technologies they have.
Okay.
They just control it.
Okay. Well,
don't they create their shifts out of their mind anyway? Like I thought I read that they can become a shift.
That's different evolutionary, different species, different cultures out there.
Cool.
Different dimensions. They all have their own little click.
That's right.
How their evolution works.
Well, they're highly advanced, right?
Yeah.
Compared to us.
We're like if me and you, when we were living in the light way up there in heaven.
Right.
And we want to travel the universe.
Right.
So we get 50 million of us. Get us all together. Form a ship around us.
Oh man.
Put us all on a ship.
I never ever thought in my life about something like that. That is so cool. I never ever thought of that concept.
Where do you want to go, guys? It's sort of like a bus flying through space.
And everybody just concurrent.
So everybody comes to this planet. That looks nice. Let's go. 50 million people go.
Wow.
Look at the fucking planet.
Have their experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because life is about experiences. And why wouldn't it be for any other, there's not going to be another civilization that's just made to take care of planet Earth. They probably all know about planet Earth. They probably incarnate here. And with the level of consciousness and the level of intelligence they have, they know it. And like you said, they're coming to visit their family members. And maybe they do put people here to rise the evolution.
Yeah.
And it just keeps getting stomped out, or it doesn't take because we're not wise enough to move on with it. You know?
But like you said, for the how they go from point A to point B in a blink of an eye.
Right.
So they fold space-time. Time like space. A paper. You take a paper and you go like that. So you put the craft here on this side of the paper and you go.
And then all of a sudden it's there.
Here. They can do that. We don't even know what they're doing. But that's space-time.
That's their technology.
Yeah, whatever that is.
To God knows what. Time might not even be something to them. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what these fuckers did to me. Now listen. I watched them fucking do it. I watched them do that. You're here 1 minute, you fold the paper, and you're on this side of the paper. That means they're using physical reality laws.
Right.
Or the physics of them.
Physics of this planet.
You gotta get in a big Hopkins shit. Right. You know, talking. But that's what
But it's just a clue towards the fact they're using our...
Billy Myers UFOs do that.
Right.
Supposedly. That's where I learned it. And
wait, you want to use that?
No, I'm good. I'll just use this. All right. I don't see how it gets full, though.
Yeah, where was I? Are we rocking? Okay, now, like I was saying, you got people out there that believe in something, and it's more likely due to just the mathematical factor that there is alien life out there. And to deny it is your right, and you have the right to deny it, but to do it in such a fashion that it bursts the bubble for other people, I don't think that's fair. You're allowed to have your opinion. Everybody on earth is allowed their opinion, and God bless you if you do. But anyway, that's all I got to say. Tell us about this.
Okay, we're living in Windsor, and me and my buddies, we're going to go to Holiday Beach and go camping, spend the night, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I know Holiday Beach. It's a great place.
We were riding our bikes out there.
Oh, that's a good
So
clip.
I had to work. I get done at 11:30, and I was going to take off, go home, get my gear, pack it up, and drive out there. So before we left, I said, "Hey guys, did you ever see a UFO?" And my buddy said, "Nope, I never seen one." The other guy said, "You don't believe in it?" And I go, "Well, I'll do this. I'll spiritually hook up to him and ask him to show up." And so that was the only reason I was going to pedal my ass 45 miles all the way out there.
Right.
There's no other reason.
That's dedication, bud. That's dedication.
So I did. So we planned our date, and 2 days before we left, I always give them like 2 days. That works. It works for me.
Right.
So I hooked up to the ET, said, "We're going here," gave them the map, pointed on the map. 2 days, 3 of us are going here. Can we see you? And I'm sort of like giving them a picture.
Right.
And what I'll do is I'll meditate, and I'll think about what I want to give them, Then I'll meditate. I'll hook up to the ET. I'll close the gap between us as best I can, hooking up to his inner light.
Right.
And then when I get his attention, I go, hey, and then I'll do my little spiel.
Right.
And I'll say bye, and then I'll let it go.
You close your
I'll
light.
release the information.
Okay.
Now, what he does is, when I release the information, you got to release the information first, right?
Right.
The picture you formed, you created, you got to release it to him.
Right.
He won't see it until you release it.
Until
So you release the information, it's this energy. He takes it and goes, and they're masters at it. They're fucking masters at it. Where we get it, we go, I think I feel something. No, fuck it. Someone will laugh at me, forget it.
Yeah.
So he takes it, he goes, okay, we're just going to Holiday Beach 2 days. If he shows up, we'll see what we can do. We got
Right.
nothing. We're not doing nothing. Let's go.
You're out there
We'll
anyway.
freak them the hell out. So 2 days we go out there, we're sitting there on the beach, and the wind's coming off the water really bad. And there's not a lot of people that I could see. There wasn't anybody in camping, like 2 or 3 people camping.
Right.
But out in the water, there's lots of lights and houses along the lake, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if it's going to work, right? And there's huge waves.
So because
So
it's
it's
hard
windy.
to differentiate between.
Well, they don't like showing a lot of population.
Right.
From
I
what
can
I
understand
understand,
that.
yeah.
I can
Unless they have a
understand.
reason to.
Right.
So it's like 12:31, and I go, well, I'm gonna go hook up to the ETs. I'm gonna go for a walk down the beach, hook up, see what I can get from them, feel.
Right.
And my other buddies were sitting there on the beach. I'm like, oh, and they go, okay. So I went walking down the beach, and I turn around and come back, and I'm asking, are you gonna do it? Or shit, can I go to bed? Right. So all of a sudden I'm walking and I ask the question and I let it go, and then I'll do something.
Right.
And look for bugs or whatever. And then I'll think about it. What's my answer?
Right.
And I'll wait for the reply to come back.
Until you feel that answer. Yeah.
And the reply was, go to the bird lookout. Now it wasn't them saying, go to the bird lookout. The
Like
hawk
a picture
the hawk
in
tower.
your mind, probably.
Yeah, and all it was a picture in mind
Yeah.
of us.
I heard that
saw,
often that they do that.
that's what they do. They give you a picture real fast when they said, go here, stand here, and look that way. And what I saw was the bird lookout, which meant go to the bird lookout. So I get back to my guys and I said, they ain't doing it here. We have to go to the bird lookout and look there. Which was inland and it was nice and there was no waves and shit.
Surrounded by a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like
So-
not houses, but like inner lot.
Yeah, swamps
Yeah,
and shit, So I ran to the bird, we all pack our stuff, we walked to the bird lookout, and there's 2 people screwing underneath it. And I'm like, excuse me, fucking time is over. We're going up to the top. And they're like, ah! They all ran away. Anyway.
Up under the bird look.
Yeah. I was smoking pot and fucking.
Aliens will watch you hump.
Anyway, nothing better when mosquitoes all over your ass while you're doing it.
And
Poison ivy. Anyway, so we climb up to the top, and it happened real fast.
Right.
And I had my camera with me. Happened real fast. Climb up to the top. I'm already afraid of heights, half-assed. It ain't real high, but I get the whoa. Right, so I'm at the top. I get to the top, and I'm like, whoa. And when we walk up to the railing, my buddies are sitting there, standing right beside me. And I said, all of a sudden, I opened my heart, and I just went. And I like that, and I went, and I could feel the ETs, and I go, look right there, and boom, this fucking light shoots up off the ground, not real fast. From what I could see, it was white light like this, like a cigarette pack, literally, and it went, and it left pearl,
oh
like,
my god,
like pearl water flowing.
oh my goodness,
And it was all pearly. And then the pearl went,
oh man,
and it went, it took off along the treetops all the way out to Amherstburg, Detroit.
right,
On the treetop. It turned a little white dot, and then it went red, and bing.
Gandhi.
and we watched it. And I go, there, now you seen the fucking UFO.
What
And
were
they're all like going,
Don't believe me no more, eh? That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's fucking beautiful. And the weirdest thing, I never saw anything like it. It was a white bar, and they went, okay, I'm looking out across a swamp, a hawk tower and a swamp. About 5 miles away, there's trees, black trees that make up the rest of the park.
Right.
And it's about that high,
Yeah.
something like that. I made a video about it, I think.
I was out there a few times, Holiday Beach.
Yeah.
We used to go there when we lived in Amherstburg.
Yeah, that's right. And then the bottom of the trees, so you can't call it swamp gas. This thing went straight up. As soon as I pointed, bam! I go, look right there. Right where my fucking finger was. Right where my finger was. Because I felt it.
Right.
I felt the ETs were there, saying, look there. And I went, pointed to my friends, and I said, guys, look there. And it went, boosh.
Oh my goodness.
It went right up above the trees. And it had a whole, as it went up and stopped, as it went up and stopped, the white came up, the white bar.
Wow.
And it was all pearly white, like opal.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah. And
That
so
is
I heard, I guess that was plasma.
Oh yeah?
It's like a plasma trail.
From what they used to lift off
Yeah,
with.
so it went up and the plasma trail went afterwards.
Oh, that's
And then it went, and then it started going across the top of the trees and turned into a little ball, like a single white light.
Mm-hmm. And then gone. That's
we,
awesome.
We followed it.
That is awesome. It's a nice area out there.
There
too.
I am with my fucking
Imagine how many sightings we could have had if we stayed. If I was still out there, that like the swamp, and it's not gas because that swamp is more like just reeds, and it's in very crystal clear water. There's not like a lot of it doesn't have a stink or nothing to it. We used to walk in those.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to go and try and catch the weasels, those little whatever they are, ferrets or whatever. And they love to go along the edge of that thing. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Bud.
I know.
So you blew their minds, did you?
Yeah. I ain't the first time I did it again.
Wow, that's
So-
awesome.
This time it was the other guy, not the one who believed in it, but the other guy, the skeptic.
Right.
He's a nature guy, and I like nature. So I'm like, this is years later.
You'd figure being a nature guy and he
Yeah.
wouldn't be such a skeptic. Like,
I know.
so in kin to life.
He's like a biologist. Anyway, I said, well, hey, we both wanted to go camp and do something for the summer. I said, well, let's go up the Blind River area on the beach, and we'll backpack along the beach.
Where's that at? That Blind River? Same area, like where we go camping up Grundy Lake?
Sault Ste. Marie,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Blind River,
What's
Sudbury.
this side of it?
Yeah. Along the Trans-Canada Highway,
Okay, yeah.
along the North Channel. So Sudbury, you go that way, and here is...
I know where
There's
you're
a bunch of
talking
little
about.
ass
Goes
towns.
right down into all the, like right
Yeah,
along
yeah.
The lake, and there's village after village down there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So we went there, and we spent 2 or 3 weeks, and it was one of the best times of my life.
Fantastic.
This is the best one. So
Okay.
me and my bud were there, and we spent 3 weeks, and every night we're looking for the aliens and shit. But there was one thing. I slept on the beach, right?
Right.
I'm sleeping on the beach, and every night, in the middle of my head, I don't know, in the middle of my head was a sound, like a marble, in the middle of my head going.
Oh, yeah?
Going.
Oh, wow. And you perceived it as a marble?
Yeah.
Like
When I
that's what
looked
you
at it.
felt like in your mind. You looked at it.
Right at the base of my
Wow, that is incredible.
spine, brain, was a little marble, and I went. Never heard that anywhere else except that beach. Every night I fell asleep, I put my earplugs in, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm thinking, and then all of a sudden, one night I was like really checked out. The buzzing went away. I'm listening to the ocean specifically to get rid of the buzzing in my head.
Right.
And this is before anything spiritual.
Yeah.
Like more like I am now.
Right.
Where I
This is before you broke your
yeah,
skins.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I'm laying there, and all of a sudden I listened to the buzzing, and I went down into the earth. My whole focus went into the earth.
Wow.
And I'm focused in the earth, and there was some kind of mineral down there that was making the middle of my brain buzz.
So it was like a grounding effect, like walking barefoot in the grass. How you pick up the energy.
It
from
was
the
like,
ground.
I heard later there was uranium.
Oh, really?
way
Like
they're mining uranium
uranium.
in Blind River somewhere, or
Right.
something like that.
Well, it's possible. There's uranium mines all over.
Yeah,
the place,
yeah.
right?
But then there's some mineral down there, and it was the mineral that my brain was reacting to.
Wow.
That's what I got.
Right.
Or
Yeah, that's
or
quite
the
possible.
mine that went under there. They were running machines mining, and my brain was
And you were
hearing it.
picking up on it.
I have no idea.
Well, you're pretty sensitive to that stuff. So, and then before you're trained to realize what it is, or you've went through the hardships to find out what it is, like you have, you don't know. Right?
Yeah.
You really don't know. You're just guessing.
And that's what
But
my
whose head
instinct-
buzzes when you lay down on the beach? There's
I
got to be
know.
a fucking reason.
I
And
know.
if you're looking inside yourself and you're perceiving it as a marble size and you can feel it, then what?
Oh, yeah.
You got to
I
put
can
the
see it.
pieces together.
Yeah. It
It's
was
awesome.
weird. It was
It's
weird.
interesting.
That was really weird. Anyway, so we went to, if you go off of, you come down to the lake, and on the other side of the Mississauga River is an island called whatever, I forgot. Mississauga Island, or Delta, or something like that. Just look on a map, and you'll see it. And it's huge. I guess it's old growth trees, all old growth.
Yeah.
So we went on the island. We got a ride over there with the Ministry of Fisheries and Oceans or whatever. So we got a ride over there. They dropped us off because it was flowing pretty good, and we had like fucking 100 pounds of gear and shit. So they dropped us off, and we went looking, and we went one day. We went walking in the woods. Like he wanted to go in the woods. I'm like, okay, let's go. So we were walking in the woods, and all of a sudden, it's like old growth trees and ferns, right?
Right.
No bullshit on the forest floor.
Right.
And I'm walking, and all of a sudden I felt like I was being washed, like by a hunter.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, I didn't see nothing.
That
Just felt
tingling in the back of your neck.
my fucking shit.
Danger.
Yeah, fucking red flags flying off. And I'm like, fuck, dude, stop. And he goes, what? And I'm like, we shouldn't go any further. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. But when the red flags are poking me in the eye, the train is coming on the train tracks, and we're walking down the train tracks.
I don't know if I was walking with you and said didn't go fucking a step further. I wouldn't be asking fucking why.
So
I'd already be gone.
He goes, oh, fuck you, just being paranoid and all the time. I'm like, all right, let's go further. So I'm walking further. We walked a little bit further into the bush, and it really hit me. It went to the next level, this fear, red flag feeling thing. And I'm like, that's it. I can't go any further. And he got pissed off, and I go, well, look, I ain't going any further. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
But my
But something's in there, and we ain't going to come out the way we came in. And I don't know what the fuck it is. And I don't know. Maybe I have no idea. Black bear was about
Well,
the only
you never
thing.
know, but I mean,
Yeah, black
your
bears-
gut feeling, you shouldn't ignore that
Yeah, I
kind
know.
of stuff.
And I tried to figure out what I felt, and I couldn't.
Right?
So I didn't know. I had no experience.
Was
with
it a
this.
sense of impending doom, or was
Yeah.
it just like,
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, you know,
Like I was being hunted by a hunter.
so
Just like
candy
him.
coated in paranoia
Yeah.
with an impending sense of doom. That's
Exactly.
no reason to keep going. That's for sure.
So anyway, we turned around, we left. Later, I looked at a map on Google Earth, and I zoomed right in, and it said Ape Creek at the top of this park.
Oh no.
Where we were coming in this way, Ape Creek ran down here.
Oh man.
So the people that mined and lived there, the settlers, saw the Sasquatch.
That's what I was just thinking.
It's called an Ape Creek or
Ape
Ape
Creek.
Creek Run or something like that, yeah.
Wow.
And it's right there on Google Earth. You can,
So you were probably sensing the Sasquatch already.
yeah, I was sensing.
Those are fantastic too. Have you ever been out and had an experience with one of those? Like I know you've done
Yeah.
extensive camping.
Yeah.
Like you must be able to contact them, like somewhat to the same
Not to the level I am now. I want to go
with the
now.
aliens or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to go now and try my shit.
Oh, that would be
That'd be great,
fantastic.
but I haven't been up there.
I know they're relatively, from what I've watched other professionals do, and the people that run around like assholes with guns and freaking out and they got this sense of urgency, never ever get to see the Squatch. It's always the people with the love in their heart,
Or just
and they're gentle,
nature.
wonderful people,
Yeah.
conforming and complying with the rules of nature. You're more likely to have a Squatch because that's, in essence, what they truly are. Is
because they
nature.
speak to you in a soul level. You have bad intentions in your head.
That's exactly.
You're putting it off all the time.
That's what I.
The Sasquatch can eat.
They're just like a dog. They can read you.
This is what I do. Okay. Everything has a feeling. The earth has a feeling. Rocks have a feeling. Cedar trees have a feeling. Ferns have a feeling. When you're in tune with the earth, and you know,
you can differentiate.
And you can feel the bird's attitude. You can feel the bear's attitude. You can feel everything, and it's not. Where we are so fucked up in our society.
Well, we're little city dwelling fucking deadheads, right?
But when you're out, when your life depends on what you feel from a particular animal, you're gonna fucking know that shit, and you're gonna listen to it, trial and error.
You're gonna recognize it immediately.
And so Sasquatch, they look at you, you don't see them, and they feel hunter, or they feel a happy person, or whatever the fuck they feel from this person. And they'll treat them as such.
They can read you,
And then I think they test it. Well, let's see how fucking crazy this fucker is.
Exactly.
So they'll throw a rock at his head. Right? Okay. Keep the kids away from him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's A, B, C, D. It's just simple as that.
I think they're just the vicars of the earth. I think they're here taking care of things, doing their business. Yeah. And although they don't interact with us, they're taking care. They're taking care of their own things. And I can't wait till a time comes when, like, I believe in Sasquatch already because there's so much verified proof. And not only that, they talk about them back from legend for thousands of years, you know. So they're fabulous that way. I would love to see one. Not up close, mind you. But I would love to see one.
Not up close.
Like, I was reading a story
I have a heart attack just
where they rescued a kid and brought him back to the campsite. He was lost.
Yeah. There's a lot of that.
And like the kid doesn't know any better. It's just a 3-year-old baby.
Well, I stayed with the bear. Yeah.
And they bring it close to the campsite and let it go. You know. Whereas any other, encrypted might just be doing this.
But then there's the ones that got a fucking toothache, and then they're sick of fucking seeing humans. Fuck them. Oh, and whatever.
Yeah, they're having a bad day. Well, they got
a bad day.
They got a range of motion too, probably, and emotions like humans. Like you got grumpy buddy over there, you got a happy fella here, and curiosity plays a big part of it.
And everything. If you're a threat, if you're threatening, if you're shooting, if you're killing, if you're totally ignorant.
And
to his home.
Yeah, to his home, exactly. To his sanctuary. Yeah.
But anyway, back to the UFO.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about the little.
No, it's fine. That's cool. I like that. We're in the woods. Red flags were going off. Came back, and I wanted to leave the island right there. Like I didn't want to be there anymore. But whatever, throughout the day, whatever it was, was watching us, but it was there all day.
Right.
Nighttime came all evening. It's there. I'm whatever it is over there. Now if it was watching us, I don't know. But I can feel it the whole time. So I'm thinking, well, it ain't a fucking hunter.
Right.
Whatever it is, fuck it. Right?
Well, it's gotta be something that can
hold
its attention for an entire significant amount of time watching us. Right? So
I actually thought it was a Sasquatch because I had the astral traveled to them before.
Right.
So I kind of knew. But I didn't have no internet stuff.
Yeah, you've seeked them in you went out looking for them like in through the ether like
no,
saying doing
I'll
chant
I'll get to that one later.
Like how you find missing people or
right. Yeah. Well, it wasn't planned on this, so anyway, so nighttime came. There was a big rock. And we set all our stuff on it, and there's another big rock, and we were leaning against it. And tonight was the Perseids meteor shower, I think. It was summertime. The Perseids meteor shower. It was the height of the meteor shower.
Right.
And so we were getting our cameras ready to get some meteor pictures, right?
Right.
And it's been 2 weeks since I asked for the ETs to show up, and they didn't show up yet.
Right.
And so I'm like, well, fuck, maybe tonight. And so we're out and we're looking for the meteors. As we're watching the meteors, the Aurora Borealis came up. Like beautiful over top. We're facing like a northwest sort of.
Nice.
Over top of the trees, and the fucking meteors were going, and
oh my goodness,
the Borealis was glowing. I took pictures.
Oh my goodness.
Behind us, the full moon came up above the water, on the water. So you get the light of the full moon,
and then the moon on the
fucking
water.
stars, wall to wall stars. Oh, beautiful. And we were like in the weeds, from the beach to the weeds to the forest. So
right.
we're right in that little happy zone. And so anyway, we were doing that, and then I started talking about the aliens, right? And he goes, tell me all your experiences. So I sat there from 10 o'clock till 3, telling him my experiences, every goddamn thing I could think. And as I talk about the ETs, I'm hooking up to the ETs, right?
Right.
It's just automatic. So when you're talking about your mother, your soul automatically hooks up to your mom, and you get that beep, you know?
And she's there with you.
Yeah.
Or you, well, a part of her essence.
Or, yeah, well, dead or alive, it don't matter.
Exactly.
You're talking about Sasquatch all the time. You're tuning into him.
Right.
So you talk about Sasquatch, you're tuning into him, and all of a sudden there's footprints around your house and things are bouncing off your house. Okay? That's why you experience Bigfoot. Stop thinking about him and you won't fucking run into him. I hear it on the fucking Bigfoot shows all the time. You want to stop Bigfoot from coming around, or every time you go in the woods, you find Bigfoot tracks, Bigfoot, broken trees, all that shit. It's because you're thinking about it. You're looking for them. You're tuning into them. You're getting hit by rocks. Stop. Don't think about them. Go to another place and think about extraterrestrials. Good luck with that. Think about raccoons. Go in there and hunt your fucking raccoons. And then you think about that, you're not hooking up to the Sasquatch. The Sasquatch is doing whatever it is. But as soon as you start thinking about Sasquatch, he's out there somewhere. And his soul's going, oh, there's a guy over there. It's that fucking simple. Let's go check him out.
Let's go.
You know? And that's how it works. That's that. Spiritually, anyway.
Well, we all know how it works in life when you're thinking about something, and then all of a sudden, next few minutes or the next day or something, it'll happen.
Yep.
And that's got, like, words are powerful.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I never realized how much our thoughts and words had power over our life.
So anyway, that's true. Anyway, we're talking about. I'm telling them all my ET experiences.
Yeah.
And we get done. It's 3:30 in the morning. We get done. The Aurora Borealis is beautiful, right? But I'm tired. And the dew came to settle on us.
Yeah,
so
you start
everything's
getting
fucking
that
cold and
get that
wet.
clammy
Cameras are all wet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck this. I'm going down. And we gotta like bury our food in a tree or something.
Well, you're not seeing the Aurora Borealis. There's hungry bears.
Yeah. So I bury my food in the sand. I go, well, let's go to bed. So I pack up the camera gear, and when I take my food and I walk up by the river, and I dig a big fucking hole, right? I'm digging in the sand, and I got all my food wrapped in plastic, real tight. I put it in a zip bag, a nylon zip bag, and I dug right down into the wet sand. You know, like there's the dry sand, and there's the wet. And then you get the bigger sand.
Yeah.
So I went down to the big sand. Like I was a good 3 feet down.
Right.
And I'm digging this hole to bury my food. And it works.
Oh, of course.
Like it works.
Well, there's so many smells in that sand from fish and water and everything.
It totally covers it up.
And it's in plastic, so yeah.
Totally covers it up. So I'm burying and running around with a bag and a fucking rope. Fucking throwing it in a tree in the middle of the night, mosquitoes sucking on your goddamn face. Fuck. You gotta put it in the tree. You fucking gotta put it in the tree. The bear will come and eat your face. That's what they do. That's the fucking. No, just bury the shit in the sand. Anyway.
Some people I know should tie it right around their neck. But I digress.
So we're burying this stuff, and I bury my food in the sand. And I'm digging. I'm just looking at the sand and digging in a hole. And all of a sudden, my buddy goes, "Oh, Rich." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "That's the aliens?" And I went, "Ooh." And I looked up. And I looked at him, and he was like, here. He goes, and he's standing looking and he's looking, pointing to me. I look, and there's a huge white light right over top of the trees in the lake on the other side of the river.
Nice.
The mouth of the river. And it's sitting there, and And all of a sudden, I just went, wham, and I got the fear. Okay, no, this is what happens. I get the internal response. So my inner light's glowing.
Right.
And I'm looking, I'm like, ah, they're here. All of a sudden, I have flashbacks from when I was a kid.
Right.
Where they're in my face.
Oh, yeah, right.
And so I shift ego, fear. I'm like, ah, ah, ah. And that's what I did. Happy, fear.
Happy fear.
So both my ego was remembering past traumas, and it was black and white. There's like a fucking, what are them things called?
Oh, the yin yang?
Yeah. Just like a yin yang.
Wow.
It was black. Fear. Ah, wait. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, stop. I just said to myself, fuck, get a grip, Rich. Get a fucking grip. Okay, so the fear, I tried to control the fear, but it kept coming. I'm sitting there, I open my heart, I relax, I open my heart, let the inner light out. But the fear is going, wow, 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 wow. And my ego was like trauma.
Well, you can't stop for every second. Not thinking 2 seconds from now you're gonna have an alien right there.
Yeah, like
right.
And then the fear is telling me in the next few seconds what the fuck is gonna happen.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
You remember this? Well, it's gonna get a lot worse. And that's what he does. That's what your fear does.
Right. Yeah.
And your mind's going. But I listen to my heart, and there's 4 guys on this ship.
Oh, nice.
And they're going, hey. Hi. And I can see them. Spiritually, I can see them go, hey.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know? And they're ugly as sin, but they're just waving. There's people. And I'm like, okay. And then the fear went away. This fucking thing is just sitting there in the sky, right in front of us.
Wow.
Now we see the light. Underneath the light is a big black thing.
Oh, really?
Or over top the light, a big black space. And you couldn't see the stars.
Wow.
And so
were they maybe?
There was a craft that was solid, blocking out the stars.
Wow. And then
the light was underneath.
Wow.
We're focusing on the light. And then he said, "Do you see the black? It's blocking out the stars." And I'm like, "Yeah." And so we're looking. I go, "Yeah, I see it." And I go, "That's them." I'm freaking out. I go, "Just give me a minute, dude. I'm freaking the fuck out. All right, I'm freaking out." So he's like, "Okay." And so I'm like, I gotta calm down. So I calmed down. And so he came over beside me, and we're standing and we're looking at it. And he goes, "We all right?" And I go, "Yeah, we're good. They're not gonna fucking do anything to you. They're just saying hi. That's all they're saying. Don't worry about it."
Right.
Because I've been through this enough. I already know. They ain't gonna take you. Because he's don't believe in any of this shit.
But now
we just talked about
into it.
We just talked about ETs for 5 fucking hours, and here's a goddamn ball of light. Or, I mean, as big as a car. That's how big this ball of light was.
Wow. Incredible.
On the other side of the river. It's them. And he's freaking. I know he's freaking. And I go, just fucking relax. They ain't gonna do nothing. They're just saying hi. You gotta be cool. And I go, the only reason they showed up today, this thing, I'm telling him, I'm explaining to him, as this fucking thing is in the sky. The only reason they showed up is because you're not a fucking maniac with a gun. Okay? Now, they already checked your brains out. That's why they're here. If you're a maniac and you're going to kill your family, they would never have shown up. So take it easy. They're just saying hi. They're not going to fucking kill you. And it's hard. I mean, you're seeing the ship. You're feeling the shit.
And you got your own worries to worry
about. And
you're
thinking, I'm the center of the universe. It's hard to get around to realize you're not.
Oh, no.
You're just a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
More or less.
You're a very small part of the universe.
Yeah. I go.
But in a way, very big part too.
Yeah.
But here on Earth,
they're here fucking showing you.
We aren't
You're a big
universe,
part. If you're fucking doing this, you're a big part of it. So, and the only thing is, I learned from birth. I had no choice.
Right.
Since I was born, I learned to do this. So we're sitting there and we're looking at it. And he's like, and we're just sitting there looking at it for like a minute, up 2 minutes. And I go, is it getting closer? And he goes, yep. Because as it's coming closer, the stars are blinking out.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, it's slow, but it's getting closer. And I'm like, holy shit. And I go, well, I don't know what to do. He's looking at me. I go, I don't know what to do now. I go, what do we do? What do we do? And he goes, I don't know. And I go, well, okay, look, I'm gonna try to take a picture. Okay, I already put my camera. I already put my camera away, right? And I go, well, look, sit right there, right, looking right at us.
Wow.
I go, hold on, guys. I go, okay, look, I'm gonna get my camera. I'm gonna try to take a picture. As soon as I point the camera, and I want you to see, as soon as I point the camera, it'll disappear, blink out. And it'll be gone, but it won't be gone. They'll just
they'll cloak out on you.
Cloak out, right? And he goes, okay. And so I go, stay here, watch. And so I ran back to the tent, and I went to my tent, grabbed the camera, put the fucking 400 on the lens, set it to whatever to take a picture. I know I wasn't gonna get one, so I didn't even give a shit. Because you gotta set all the settings for night photography and all this. And I knew I was because I had film.
Right.
This is back in the end of the film days. So I ran back to him. I got the camera in my hand. I stood right beside him, like I'm standing beside you. And I said, okay, on the count of 3, I'm going to put this to my eye and I'm going to bring the camera up. I'll bring the camera up as soon as I get in that. Before I even get it in the frame, it'll disappear. And he goes, and I don't know if he said anything or not. And I go, I go, okay. And he goes, okay. and so, he knows he's a photographer. He's taking pictures too, right?
Right.
So anyway, 2, 3, blink. Gone. Just like that.
Yeah. You ever want to get rid of an alien, try to take its picture.
Yeah. It's like a Sasquatch.
Well, they're not gone.
Yeah.
They just blink out.
Yeah. So anyways, he was really cool. He's really cool. He didn't say fuck at all. He didn't freak out or anything.
Did it shake his faith?
Oh yeah.
Did it?
I ain't his fucking friend anymore.
Holy cow.
So,
I don't think shook him.
Yeah. So anyway, he got it together. He was cool through the whole thing. In his head, he ain't an emotional guy.
Right.
Unless women are involved.
Oh, okay.
But his brain.
Well, a lot of guys won't show.
He's a scientist.
Oh, okay.
M equals MC squared 50 times less. The universe cannot exist. Time the center of the universe. Right? Fucking smoke rolling out of here. So I knew he was in his 3rd phase of his aneurysm.
Right.
So I'm like, I go, dude, they're just ETs, just like me and you, but they're a lot fucking smarter. So it's all good.
That's right.
They know the rules. We know, well, we're supposed to know the rules. They ain't gonna fucking hurt us. Take it easy. It's all right.
Well, there is a concept that they don't mess with free will. That is one of the overriding features of the natural law. But exactly, they
if your soul, you don't know what the fuck's going on with your soul.
No, that's right.
No one knows what's going on with their soul. Most people in society.
Right.
Your soul knows the ETs.
Right.
Been there, done that.
Right. Because
you
it's
ain't. Yeah, your soul goes. Ass raping tonight. Use him as a guinea pig. He'll fucking learn real quick. He's bad mouthing you. Yeah, so there you go. Bam. And now, as soon as you want all that to stop, start looking inside, it'll stop.
That's right.
That's the way it is.
You don't get very far in life having that kind of a forward emotion where you hate everything and and everything's at odds and you don't believe nothing. It's hard to bring anything in and control it, right? It just takes advantage of you at that point. Yeah. Everything does. From not knowing, and it's not they're doing it on purpose. It's the fact that you're just so out of tune and out of touch with everything. You don't believe anything that whatever does happen, is a trauma.
Yeah. Just when I had my face-to-face encounters all my life when I was a kid, it was always a trauma.
And they were chasing
fucked up my whole life.
Yeah.
But as soon as I realized, open your heart for my friend, I opened my heart, the trauma went away and now they're just people. It's still a little scary when they come because you feel it and you see it and it's so out of whack with reality.
Right.
It takes a little minute to adjust. I'm sorry. All right?
When
you're exposed to CNN for 55 fucking years.
Oh, yeah,
no doubt. Takes a little bit to get over
that. Not to mention that, a world full of liars.
And anybody says, I ain't afraid of the ETs.
Oh.
You're full of shit. Full of fucking shit. If the ET walked in this room and sat down in this fucking chair,
Oh, you'd crap your pants.
you'd shit and pass out. I ain't even fucking lying. Just the energy coming off them.
Yeah.
The energy coming off, you couldn't fucking deal with it. It takes you time to adjust.
You couldn't read them.
Yeah,
Like you can a human coming in the door, you can look at them, perceive their emotion. There's several things that go on within yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, are they happy? They're mad? Whatever. Yada yada yada. You recognize who they are. You're putting all the pieces together. But if an alien, like you said, was to come around that fucking corner,
holy shit! Just
You
appear.
wouldn't- you
Just
wouldn't-
appear standing here.
you wouldn't even know how to think about it. You wouldn't even.
That even
You would just
doubles the
fucking
trauma.
yeah.
Fuck. So everybody says when the ETs land, oh, fuck, we're all gonna just get along great. You're full of shit. We're all gonna die, or people are gonna fucking kill themselves everywhere. And I ain't lying. Okay, you can see a UFO in the sky and say, "Why? That's a very interesting phenomenon. Wonder what that could be." And you're comparing it to fucking blimps and drones.
Exactly.
Okay. All of a sudden, the fucking thing disappears and then appears right in front of your face. What are you gonna do? You're gonna pass out and you're gonna shit yourself. All right?
You're gonna be scared.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Then the Sasquatch just materializes on the street, comes over, and fucking smokes you in the head. Okay? What are you gonna do? You're gonna pass out and shit yourself. That's the way it works, right? It's as soon as you put the phenomena,
Yeah.
I can't explain that. It just came from there to my yard and it's in front of me. That's when you lose your shit.
Yeah. Because you can't figure out none of it.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're scared.
Yeah, and you just
The
realize
less you know, the more you're scared.
You just realize you're fucking no better than a mouse.
That's right.
And all that when you're coming home from work, CNN just goes bye-bye off to the mental ward. And people that are crazy to begin with and run around with guns all fucking day shooting and fucking threatening. And everything's a fucking threat. Your own fellow human's a fucking threat.
Yeah.
Every animal's a threat.
Yeah. Anything. Yeah.
And he sees that. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Kill himself and his family and his fucking neighbors and take out the government, whatever he's gonna do.
Yeah.
He's fucking nuts. Totally nuts.
And those people, they won't be approached anyway by anything.
But that's why the ETs don't show themselves.
Yeah. I can concur with that. There's nothing here for them to create a relationship or a mentorship. And not only that, there's that whole natural law thing,
Yeah.
which is far beyond us. Natural law is natural law. There's no way to change it. You can't circumvent it.
Unless the ETs, they're watching, they're cloaked, they got it together. They know what the fuck.
Yeah.
They know when they're being targeted. They know when they're being read by radars in the sky. They can be cloaked, sitting on the tree, and the radar's hitting them, and they go, okay, yeah, the helicopters are coming. They'll be here in 10 minutes, and they go, this is going to happen and they can read the spiritual probabilities of their actions.
Oh yeah.
Where we have trouble with it.
Yeah.
They are over top of a town, and they know if they decloak, it's going to set off chain reactions of probable realities. Now, I use kids as innocents. Fuck the adults. So the kids are innocent. You appear over Chatham, any city in the world, well, North America, your spaceship. People see it, and you do some maneuvers or beam some lights or something. Some people will be cool with it. Well, cool. Other people are going to do this. But there's always going to be that one probable reality, and it only takes one.
Yeah, that's right.
Where that fucking guy is smoking a crack, running down the street, pulls out his machete and starts chopping fucking kids. Because he doesn't fucking he's lost his shit.
Wow.
And that is why they don't show up.
That's right. Because people will panic.
Yep. And it don't have to happen
Even
just
the best
in a moment.
People will panic.
You could go home, a happy family that can deal with it. You can go home.
Mm-hmm.
3 days go by since you see it, and all of a sudden you're in your bed having a fucking trauma in your head, and you hack your wife and fucking kid. Related from the UFO sighting.
And you couldn't articulate it to the cops or to anybody else. It just looks like you're a murderer, crazy person.
How many times out in the woods or in small towns and trailer parks and shit where the guy's already got fucking 1,000 bills, a wife fucking screaming at him, kids screaming at him, and he fucking offs himself and everybody.
Yeah.
And
it does. It's unfortunate.
Well, yeah, and then you read his He hears voices in his head.
He's heard voices, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the same profile all the time.
He's
Just
got
like the school shooters.
demon attachments.
Same fucking profiles.
He's got demon attachments. He's got fucking drug demons sucking the fucking drugs off him. He's got to smoke his crack.
And if you think the demons aren't there, and they're not gonna hold a sign up, because they're feeding off your energy. And if you have an attachment, it's not gonna let itself known. The only thing it's gonna do is drive your addiction. It's gonna drive whatever it is it wants from you, and it's gonna lower your base mentality, and it's gonna lower your emotions. It's gonna make you kill yourself eventually.
Yeah.
Like I think that's really how it goes. I've seen it a lot lately with people.
All that, yeah. This guy's
And
shit we don't
addictions.
even know.
Yeah, that's right.
So
I mean, I don't know everything. Actually, I know fuck all about fuck all, but I know how I feel about things. And since I flip-flopped my life, I used to be a bad dude, and now I'm not. And I got to look at both sides of the coin.
okay, gotta stop for a minute.
Sure, bud.
Gotta take a piss.
Go ahead, bud.
Yeah.
All right.
And so that's what the ETs do. Not all of them. Every race is different. You got good ones, bad ones, but the fundamental.
I got a
Natural
question for you, and I don't
fucking
know if you don't know it, but I was like going through the aliens list, and I was trying to see their like for what they have for information about people like you that talk to them. I'm interested in the blue aliens. Now, what
I have no
is,
idea.
you don't know what they're like a bird like?
I just read stories in books.
The
The only ETs I know are the ones that contact me.
those are the wrinkly ones.
The
you were
wrinkly
talking-
beige one. When people post the videos of white orbs racing through the sky, or it's shaped different, it's broken. It looks like a jet, but it's broken. That's what I've seen all my life. And the ETs that control that shit are the beige, wrinkly ones. That I know 100%. I can say it. All the rest, I don't. I know the grays exist, but that's a big. They got.
Well, they're used by
levels.
every race. I
Yeah,
hear.
well,
Like they're used.
They're not used by every race. They use them for different reasons. Shit like that.
Weirdest times.
Oh, what the hell were we talking about?
Well, we were talking about the aliens.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now, spiritually, I had experience with the Greys. It wasn't all that, but the Greys, Zeta Reticula guys,
Zetas?
they're good guys.
Are they the blonde guys that look like
No, they look like Greys.
like they've
but
shown
different.
so many different features? They have like
Yeah.
square-headed ones, like triangular-headed ones, and then
Well, I'll tell you experiences.
okay.
Like I said, we could drive down the street across Canada, and I could show you the fucking houses that are being
Yeah,
contacted.
that is fantastic.
I can feel the fucking Greys, right? So I know they exist. They're not my guys. Now it's like white noise in the calm.
Oh, really?
So I'm driving down the road, or someone else is driving, I'm just laying there, and all of a sudden I'll feel the Greys, and I can
Triangulate to where
see
they
the
are.
fucking
eh?
farmhouse. They're
Wow.
getting nailed. Yep, every time.
And the people are being abducted there, or they just have
Who knows?
interactions.
Who
or-
knows? Spiritual something's going on.
Well, did they leave an essence, or are they there at that point?
No, there's just the vibe.
just the vibe,
The
okay.
spiritual vibe between the ETs. Just like I hook up to the ETs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm always hooked up to them, more or less.
Yeah.
Spiritually, so are these people. And here's where I got the lesson. So I was in Manitoulin Island, different trip.
Right.
I was in Misery Bay, Manitoulin Island. And I'm walking into the bay. And I'm sweating, so I'm already half out of it, right?
Right.
You know, tired and
Hot and
miserable,
sweaty,
sweaty,
yeah.
cuts all over me.
You just want to lay down and
Yeah.
relax.
I'm going to get to the other side of this bay, and I'm going to camp. That was the plan, anyway. So I'm hiking by the bay. I'm hiking in. I'm going into the bay on the left-hand side, heading west. And it's a huge bay. It's huge. It's like 2 miles. And I'm walking, and there's trees, thick trees. So I've got this black stuff, lava, flow shit, rock I'm walking on. And it's all rocky. And as I'm walking, it turns into a sandy beach when you get inland.
Right.
Anyway, I'm walking, and I can hear people screaming and yelling at each other. I'm like, what the? And I'm listening, and all of a sudden I see a cabin. It's like a house cabin, more like a house, up in the trees, up on the hill a little bit. In the tree, there's trees covering the whole thing.
Right.
And they're all screaming at each other, like literally a family, beating, yelling, fucking swearing and cursing and yelling.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? You have a cabin
all
here.
the way to Manitoulin fucking Island, in the
You
middle
have
of nowhere.
And I just felt they're American. I don't know. I just felt that.
Right.
You know, because everything's owned. Everything on a beach in Canada is owned by an American. 90% of it.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. So I'm like, are you fucking people nuts? You come out here in paradise, and it is paradise, as far as I'm concerned, and you fight.
And you
And
fight
you
and
beat the shit out of it. I couldn't believe it. So I'm like, fuck. I walk by the house thinking, you know, whatever. So I keep walking. I get on the sand. Then I can see footprints from a father and son that went for a walk and came back. So there's the footprints going around the bay, and then they came back. So I knew they're in the house fighting. The story's there.
Right.
Footprints going out, footprints
coming
so
back.
they went back, they went for a walk. They came back, now they're fighting. And so I'm walking along, I find a Blandings turtle, and the seagull was trying to kill it, so I grabbed the Blandings turtle and I put it in the water, because that's where he was going, to the water.
Right.
So I saved the turtle. Blanding, they're endangered species.
Never seen one.
Yeah. Neither have I at that point, but I found it. Anyway, I kept walking through the sand, and it's hard. You got 100 pounds on your back, and it's sandy.
Drops you right into the sand.
Oh,
makes your
brutal.
feet go slug. I know.
Yeah, and so I'm slugging through the beach on this bay, and it's all swamp over here.
Right.
Like it's lake, sand, swamp back there. And as I'm coming around, I turn, I start coming out, and I'm walking now. I'm west. I'm facing west, and the swamp over here, and then it ends, and there's the coniferous trees, the green cedars and stuff. And I'm walking. All of a sudden, I can feel the ETs staring at me from over in the swamp.
Holy.
So I stopped, and I backed up a little bit, and I, walked backwards a little bit. I didn't want to go too far, because it ain't, because it's hard. So I'm looking in the swamp, and I'm thinking, fuck, is there a UFO back there? And basically, that's what I'm seeing spiritually.
You feel them, yeah.
Yeah, my instincts, my spirit is seeing ETs are back here.
Wow, that's incredible.
ETs, like, I didn't know if they were mine or not,
Right.
at this point. But I'm looking. But I can feel the ETs in the... I'm like, oh, fuck, I ain't going back there. It's 99 degrees out.
You already walked
And
a
I'm
million
in the
miles.
fucking sand with 100 pounds, but I ain't going in a fucking mosquito infested swamp. Fuck it. So I start walking. I'm walking out of there. All of a sudden, I feel the stare.
Right.
They're staring at me. All of a sudden, I feel the stare go up in the air above me and start coming over top of me.
Wow.
And they're like 30 feet, 50 feet over top of me.
Oh,
And I'm looking, and I don't see
and
nothing.
You can't see nothing.
I can't see nothing. And so I'm walking. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm walking, and it's getting bad. And then I stop, and I'm looking in the sky, and I'm like, okay, spiritually, I tell myself, okay, spiritually, it's right there, and I can see the guys in the craft. They're gray, little
Right.
gray guys,
Right.
in a craft, 50 feet above my head. Spiritually, that's what's going on. And I think, okay.
And that's the picture you're getting in your mind from
Yes.
from looking up at it.
Yeah. Well,
You can't see it visibly, but that's what
Right.
you're getting from your spirit.
and I have seen the UFO in Chatham cloak
Right.
disappear many times. Me and Daryl, all that,
Right.
had the experiences that the fucking thing is right there staring at me, and I watched it, and then it disappeared as I put the camera to it. This time, it's already cloaked. It came up, and they're staring at me 50 feet. So I know for fucking sure, and I don't doubt my fucking soul's spirit
Oh, I wouldn't.
anymore.
I don't blame
I don't give a fucking how fucked
You're
up
one of the
life is.
in tune guys I've ever known in my life.
Don't give
It's
a
scary.
fuck. Don't give a fuck what I listen to my heart.
That's right.
Even if El Presidente declares me insane, fuck you, I'm listening to my heart.
Well, you're far from insane.
The Pope, fucking everybody on earth can call me insane. I'm listening to my heart. And my heart's saying fucking ETs are 50 feet above me. That's what it is. End of fucking story.
Okay.
But I'm telling anyone right now.
Yeah.
So there's no one to tell. I'm like, holy shit. All of a sudden, I stop. And I got this pack on. All of a sudden, I start feeling the whirlwind going around me. And my hairs are going, they're like sticking up.
Magnetic charge.
Yeah, and it's going, my hairs are like,
holy God.
going like this. And I can feel it all around me, right?
Oh my goodness.
And it's going, and all of a sudden, my insides yell in my head, if you ever want to know what it's like to be abducted, you're about to be abducted.
Oh my
That's
God.
what he said. He goes, if you ever want to know what it's like to be abducted, you're about to be abducted.
Oh
I went,
my
holy
God.
fuck. And so my panic, my heart's pounding. I dropped my pack. I was on my fucking knees. And all of a sudden, my soul yells in my head, let me out now. Let me out. Let me out now. He screamed it, let me out now. Like that. So I went, I just instantly meditated, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden he went, boop, he stepped out of, he came right through my heart, stepped out of me, and fucking, 2 hands came out of my chest and went into the sky in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
Hooked right up to my ETs. I could see my ETs because he closed the gap.
Right.
He hooked up to my ETs. So now my ETs, I just saw them a while ago.
Wow.
With Daryl.
Wow.
So I knew they were around.
There, yeah, no doubt.
He hooked up and he hooked up to my ETs and he screams, need help now. Like that, right over it. Yeah. Like my whole fucking being said.
What'd you do?
"Need
Have
help
him
now."
trapped? Were you abducting him or
Who?
like the alien, like the one that not your ETs, but the one that's
No.
that.
I
That was
hooked
your
up-
innocent screaming.
That
at?
was my soul, my
Oh,
spirit,
wow.
hooking up to my ETs.
Wow.
To get help from these ETs.
Oh, so you could get so
Yeah.
you wouldn't be abducted.
Right.
Okay.
All of a sudden
Wow.
he comes back, the spin is going, all of a sudden, my ETs are there, just like that.
Wow.
I go, need help now. I came back in my body, they were there.
Wow.
2 fucking UFOs over my head.
Oh my.
One's about to abduct me. This one, I don't know what they did. I just sitting there feeling this one. Mine showed up. This one went, holy shit. Like, you know, something like that.
That's incredible.
It fucking
That's incredible.
flew
man.
back to where it came and kept on going.
Wow.
And then mine backed off and was watching me from out on the lake. I picked up my shit and I'm hustled my ass
A
out.
new vigor. in the
I'm-
sand.
Now, all that happened, right? All that happened. I didn't see a fucking thing.
Wow.
I kept walking and I told myself, I go, okay, either I'm fucking hallucinating, I'm sweating, but that's not the case. I know better. And I'm backpacking. I go, whatever the fuck just happened, I want you to tell me later on
Right.
what the fuck happened. Because I didn't know. I'm totally gone.
Right.
Totally fucking fried. So I was just focused on getting to the fucking lake, catching the wind again, walking far away from this fucking bay, Misery
Right.
Bay.
Oh my God.
Misery Bay, where the people were fighting in the cabin.
Wow, that's
So,
crazy.
I'm walking. I totally forget. 2 hours later, I'm walking, and all of a sudden I'm walking. I'm going to make a camp up here at this point, and because it's beautiful. And all of a sudden I go, oh yeah, what the fucking aliens, right? The alien thing. I go, what happened? What happened? And all of a sudden, boom! I got this download, just the information. Just like a story.
Right.
Here's what happened.
Well, that's how they say it happens. Through
This
your
is-
mind. You see pictures and you put the story together and there it is.
This is what happened. People that were living in this cabin are isolated.
Right.
They're arguing.
Right.
Every night, or once in a while, whenever, the ETs are parked on the other side of the bay in the swamp.
Right.
Cloaked. They all go to bed, the ETs go, let's go. And fuck with the humans in that place.
Right.
The humans are all fucked up. Anxiety, fear, stress. They don't know what's going on.
Right.
The aliens are over there parked, sitting there watching them fight and bitch. Action, reaction
Yeah, exactly.
from whatever they're fucking doing.
Exactly.
These greys are fucking with these humans, However, whatever they were doing to the humans in this building, they were fucking fighting.
Well, you don't always know you're being fucked with by
Yeah,
an alien.
no.
You have your suspicions.
Yeah.
You have bad dreams, but you don't associate it to
And
an
you take
alien.
it out on
And
each
you
other.
leave the essence of the misery, and that is still there.
So all your
Wow.
anxieties
Yeah.
buried within towards your wife
Wow.
and all your bills and your payments and your problems.
That's right.
Fucking bit. And you just got it up the ass last night from the grave, or they ticked your brain, or they ticked whatever they
did to you. Yeah.
They raped you.
And you had no idea of it. But
Yeah,
you're holding
aliens
all
don't
of that.
exist. I'm a businessman.
You got all of that against
All
you.
that's going on, and they just fucking rip each other.
Wow.
Some people fucking die and shoot. But whatever they're doing, the ETs are watching it, watching their experiment in an isolated place in Misery Bay.
Wow, misery.
I'm walking through, hear the people screaming, keep walking. My soul goes, the gray ship over there in the swamp. Right? They didn't account that I have my guys, my
Right.
ETs, came and confronted them.
Right.
I didn't see a goddamn thing. Nothing for the ETs.
Wow.
But that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Hey, that's how it happens to a lot of people. They don't know they're being abducted. They don't know they're getting experimented on. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I know.
And they wake up with anxiety. They wake up with bad dreams. They can't prove none of it.
And something going on with everybody on the fucking face of the earth. I guarantee. Spiritual demon
At
possession.
one time or another, I guarantee everybody.
Everybody has a goddamn little secret in their head they're never gonna say.
Yeah.
Or they do. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Right.
I'm gonna die. I want my story told. Help
Right.
you guys out if whatever
Well, hey,
happens.
I love listening to your stories. It's fascinating. I know a lot of them because over the years I've heard them and I watch your videos and whatnot, but I've never had a better opportunity to sit down and talk to you and stuff about, like, you know, and this is helping other people too. I mean, I hope you're not sitting around like taking it light, because there's a lot to be said within the message, and really the only part that matters is the message. The only thing that's important is the message, and that you get the message.
Yeah.
You know, and the kinder and more gentle, and the more you turn your life to the way it's supposed to be, the easier it is to circumvent this life. You know,
Right.
if you're going against the grain, you're never gonna feel the way you want or be
Listen
the
to
way
this
you want.
story. This will fuck you up. I don't even know how to explain this one. This is almost worse than the UFO.
Lay it on us, brother. Lay it on us.
Okay, I'm getting ready to go on this backpacking trip. I'm gonna go down where the UFOs are. Jay and Sherry saw the UFO right on the lake.
Last time you were down there.
That happened
Right.
2 days before this happened,
Okay.
or 1 day. I don't know. So I'm getting ready to hike Manitoulin Island on the Huron side, and we see the UFO. It disappears when I point the camera to it. I got 3 witnesses with me. Cool. They leave, and I'm thinking, holy shit. Now before that, my friend, we're always talking about the Manitou.
Right.
The evil Manitou will get you on Manitou now. It's a Native American.
It's a cryptid
Manitou.
story, right?
Yeah. If it's true or not, you know what? As far as I'm concerned, it's a fucked up Bigfoot. That's why I know it exists. If a native guy is saying watch out for the Manitou, then that fucker is real. End of story. I don't fucking doubt it anymore.
Well, there could be Skinwalker. You never know.
Yeah, well, whatever. What?
Right.
It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter,
Myth,
exactly.
Fucking a pot smoker thought Manitou. God damn, that'll scare a lot of people. Manitoulin Island. I don't know anything about it, but she said that, and so she fucked me up. So I had this dream before I went backpacking. I had this dream where I'm in this red carpeted hallway, and it's thick, and it's really thick hallway, an apartment, and it's not apartment building, it's a hotel motel, and all these closed doors, and at the end was a door. So I'm walking this motel, and I'm with my wife. She's with me in this hallway.
In the dream, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is before I went on the trip.
Right.
And we get to the door, and I'm standing there, and I go, all of a sudden there's a scratch on the door, snarling,
Oh, man.
scratching on the door, and I'm like, holy fuck! I'm like, we gotta turn around, and go back. She goes, no, open the door. I'm like, Fuck you, open the door, bitch. I ain't opening that goddamn door. She goes, open the fucking door. Hell no. I go, you open it. And we're fighting. Who's going to open this fucking door? And it's...
You're adamant you don't want to.
It's going... ripping the fucking wood chips all over. I'm like, it's going to come to the fucking door. Let's get out of here. And I didn't wait. And I woke... No, I went to the door. And I went to the doorknob. And I looked through the door. What the fuck is doing this? Because I can do that.
Right.
I looked through the door. I just sort of like looked to see what was spiritually.
Right.
And there was a Manitou. There was a guy with a fucking head.
Wow.
With goat legs.
Oh my goodness.
And muscles like a fucking squatch. And he just ripped.
Wow.
Just fucking ate shit insanity on the other side of this door. I'm like, hell, I woke up. And I'm like, fuck. And my friend at work, she's native. She said, watch out for the Manitou. I go, that was a Manitou.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I'm like, you fucking she's got me fucked up. Her and her fucking Manitou. And I'm like, oh man.
You're
And
subconscious.
And I'm going to the island, and they're gonna be all alone backpacking for 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh shit. So
thinking about the fucking Manitou the whole time.
this is showing me what a Manitou looks like. I'm fucking
goat-legged fucking devil, man.
Yeah, don't worry about a Sasquatch. This fucking thing's gonna kill me, man.
Looking everywhere for
Fucking-
goat prints.
Exactly. Fuck.
Oh.
So anyway, I get on the island and I start backpacking. First day by myself. And so I'm freaking out. Okay? What if 100 million things happen? So I break my leg, fucking
Well,
run out
camping
of
by
food,
yourself, that's a
follow
dangerous
water.
endeavor.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
the best of days.
So I'm all fucking paranoid about it. And then I hike all morning. And it gets around noon. And it's gotta be 7. I started at around 7. I hiked till lunch. And I was tired. I'm covered in sweat. So, and the salt. You get the rashes and the salt. And
Yeah.
So I took off all my
Monkey
clothes.
bum.
Yeah. I took off all my clothes. There's no one around. Like absolutely 0 people.
Right.
So I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I took off all my clothes, jumped in the water, washed all the salt off, got back out, and then ate my lunch. I put my clothes on, ate my lunch, but I was still sweating, and I don't want to get my clothes all fucking sweaty because I just washed the salt out of them.
Right.
So I got done lunch, and I'm laying, and there's some shade along the tree line.
Yeah.
It's rock, lake, and the tree line.
Right.
And so I'm here. And so I lay down. Here and I'm naked. I'm close to the trees. Anyone comes to
You
hikers,
still won't see you,
kids,
right?
yeah, they won't. I'll see them long before. So I'm laying there and I fall asleep for a few minutes. And I wake up. And then all of a sudden I feel these little fucking, this is funny. I just got to put this in there. I feel these little ice cold footprints run across my ass. Right? I'm totally tired. I can't move. I can't fucking move. I'm like, God damn, something just ran across my eyes. And I'm like, oh.
And it was cold.
It was cold, little face. And so I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I started drifting off again. And all of a sudden, it ran across my ass. Ran across my ass. And I go, oh, I better take a look and see what it is. And I look over, and there's nothing there. You should be there.
Wow.
There's nothing there. I'm like, okay, fuck it. So I'm laying there. Runs across my ass. Always from the left to the right. And I'm like, all right. So I look. All of a sudden I hear something over there. Whatever it was running around, it came back. So I knew whatever it was doing that. So I look, and it's a squirrel. A little red squirrel. Yeah, a red squirrel, yeah. And he's doing this to me, eh? And I'm like, quit running across. What are you running across my ass for? I'm fucking trying to sleep. And he, give me the finger. And I'm like laying there. All of a sudden he runs across my ass again. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I get up and I'm looking around. I'm looking at him, he's over there. And he's getting my attention. All of a sudden I realized Mom was over there. His girlfriend was over at my backpack, stuffing her face full of fucking my food.
So he was keeping
She's
sick.
like, oh fuck. I'm like, you little fucker. So I got up, I running around, getting my fucking granola mix cereal stuff, packing it in. She's taking off, shit flying everywhere. I'm running, chasing this fucking squirrel for my food.
That's fucking
That was
hilarious.
good, yeah. That was good.
Oh
So
my goodness.
I left him alone for the good game.
Right.
I left him
Something for the cause,
yeah,
eh?
yeah.
That's hilarious. One's keeping you distracted with the other one raid your
I'll run
backpack.
across his ass. You raid the goodies. I'll distract him. I'll provide cover fire, and you get the good stuff.
That is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. I get dressed, and I go to put on my pack, and it's like 125 pounds. So I'm like, fuck, I can't get ready. I can't do it. I gotta get my shit together or whatever.
Right.
I'm drinking water. And I'm like, I've been here for fucking 4 days and I ain't been in the bush yet. I
Right.
ain't even took a look. So I'll go and look in the bush. Because it's just a wall of cedar trees at this point, right? And I ain't been back to even take a look.
Right. You were just
Yeah.
circumventing
On
that
the-
little area in front of
From
the
the
beach
water
and
to
the
the
water.
rocks. Yeah, that's all we did. Relaxing, drinking. So I went back up to the trees and I started going into the cedar trees. There's a wall of cedar trees. So there's about 2 or 3 cedar trees, really dense stuff. So I
Right.
get through that, and then it opens up into a meadow, like a little wet meadow. And they're way beyond the meadow, not too far, are birch trees. And they're all beautiful. It's beautiful back there. But fucking mosquitoes and
Oh,
hot.
yeah. Well, as soon as
Like,
you
it
go
was-
past that tree
yeah.
line, right?
Twice
You're
as
at-
hot. I
Hey,
was
the
dying
place-
on the fucking beach with the cool wind coming off the lake.
Wow.
But back there it was even worse. There's no fucking way I was going back there, but it was really nice. I'm like, fuck, I get my camera to take a picture. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I love the bugs and the animals and everything, the leaves and all of it. I love it.
Wow.
So I'm back there, I'm like, wow. And I'm just sitting there looking for a deer or something. And I'm looking mostly for butterflies that I've seen before.
Right.
I love that shit. Anyway, so I'm looking, and all of a sudden I hear a girl singing over on the other side of the swamp or the marshy area.
Wow.
And she's singing. I'm like, what the fuck? Is she out of her fucking mind? And she's singing native tongue, right?
Native.
And I don't know what it is, but it's a good little jingle, and it's
Right.
over and over and over. And
Resonating
she's
with
singing
you.
it. So I don't see her. I'm thinking she must be like singing and picking flowers or something. I don't know.
Right.
So she's singing, and I'm looking, and it gets louder, and it's louder, and I'm looking, and all of a sudden her voice is singing, and all of a sudden, and it's around my head,
Wow.
and the voice is all around my head. Like this big ghost bubble came around my head,
Wow.
and it was singing the whole bubble.
Fantastic.
And it was, what? Singing this song. And it was really good tune, right?
Right.
It was really catchy. Anyway, I'm singing it with her. I started singing it. I didn't know what to do, but the feeling was, okay, there was a little bit of shock, but it was all nice, right?
Right. A peaceful,
And I'm
pleasant
making, fuck,
experience.
I got a ghost singing
Radiant,
in
a
my
ghost
head.
in the woods was singing.
Yeah.
And,
Whatever, I don't know shit right now. So anyway,
well, yeah.
I'm sweating.
You can surmise what it was. I
Yeah,
imagine.
but I'm seeing
Manitoulin Island, right?
Yeah, and it's swirling around. It's going around. It's singing this song. But the whole thing is singing. Not like there's a mouth.
Wow.
The whole thing
It's
is
just resonating that.
Yeah, the whole whatever it is resonating.
Wow, that's cool.
Around my head. And then I started singing it. And then it came down around me, right?
Mhm.
Down to my waist or whatever. And it's all swirling around me.
Wow, bud.
The whole thing. Like I'm in a jar or...
How did it feel? Like, did it
Energy.
feel like warm? Or did
Well,
it
no,
feel
no, it was soft. And the
yeah.
song almost made you...
It was
I'm
like
ha-
lulling
it
the
was like,
gentle giant,
I'm
you know?
picking little berries in the woods, and this is my day, and this is what I'm
Wow.
doing, and I'm happy.
Wow.
That's what I felt
Wow.
from a little girl.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
so I'm sitting, and it's going around me like this. And the whole thing is singing, and I'm singing, and all of a sudden I sort of like matched with its vibe,
Right.
and all of a sudden it comes in my solar plexus, in my heart, in my throat, in my mind, right? And it forced, it went like it.
Right.
It wanted in, and it came in, and then the whole thing went into me
Wow.
when it came into my chakras. Now inside myself, it's singing,
Wow.
and I'm singing with it, and we're just singing.
Wow, bud.
One big fucking chorus, right? And it's over this little song, and I just started bawling my fucking eyes out. Like, I just,
Well, it must have been some
I
experience.
know. I'm sitting there. I'm just like.
Doesn't sound by no means it was malice at any
No,
rate.
no,
it was
no,
like
it
a
was
beautiful,
beautiful. Yeah.
gentle thing.
It was beautiful, and all of a sudden, I couldn't hear the wind. I couldn't hear the trees. I couldn't hear the lake, and I couldn't hear nothing. Just the singing. And it's like I didn't really see anything, but I noticed I couldn't hear anything.
Did you get a feel that they were looking through your eyes out to anything, or did you just feel like they just were just part of you?
I think they just came.
Cool.
Whatever this thing was visiting me.
Visiting you.
And it was happy. There was no nothing bad.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, it started slowly dissipating, going out of me. However, but it slowly started going away and leaving me. And I was letting it go. I wasn't hanging on or anything.
Right.
And it started coming out and it went away. And the voice, I couldn't hear it anymore. And that made me sad because I wanted to hear it. It was a good song. But I kept singing the song as it left.
Right.
And all of a sudden, the lake came back, the sound of the lake, the birds, seagulls, the wind.
Wow.
And I started coming back. And then I'm like, well, I guess I go.
It was like you were on a little trip out of there, eh?
Yeah,
you left the senses of earth for a second. That was cool,
I
man.
understand
That's
what happened.
cool, man.
I understand what happened. So anyway, I'm like, okay, time to go backpacking. Fuck. So I look at my bag, just squirrels are running around. And so I went over there, put the backpack on, and then I done it all up, and I started backpacking. And as I was backpacking, I'm still singing the song for like an hour. I'm still singing it as I'm walking.
Awesome.
And so I'm singing it, and all of a sudden it went away, and I realized, fuck, I forgot the song. It's gone.
It just left you that fast, eh?
Well, after about an hour.
Right.
It just left.
No, but I mean, when it left, you couldn't remember
the jingle.
The jingle of
the
it?
chorus, or verse, or chorus, or whatever the words were.
Right.
I remembered the whole song.
Wow.
How it went, the melody.
Oh my goodness.
And the words to it. It was native.
Cool.
But I don't know what the fuck she was saying, but it was awesome.
Oh my god.
You know, it was really.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You hear something sometimes, you don't understand what it is, but it has a.
Do you ever wake up in the morning and you're singing a cool song that you've never heard? And you're like, that's a hit. As soon as you get up and go take a picture, like, fuck. Oh well. So much for that. That was my big ticket. Done. Yeah, that's what it was like.
And then you're sad because you don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
You can't remember it.
I can't remember
and you strive to remember.
And then I remembered, I was like lunchtime, I'm like, fuck, what was that about? All of a sudden, down low, I got it.
Wow.
And the voice said, there's your Manitou.
Wow. That was the Manitou. And it was maybe it was a nature spirit or something.
That was. Now, how that, I think it worked was, there's a little native girl out there one day. Maybe she died. Who knows what the fuck happened?
Right.
But that energy, she was doing that.
That's
That
incredible.
energy. That energy is there.
Wow, that's incredible.
And I'm spiritual, so I'm out there, I'm looking, and all of a sudden she presented herself.
Well, you radio stationed it
Yeah.
in.
Now, I don't think it was an entity.
Right.
Like a spirit or a soul.
A human that died.
It was more like an energy in the ground.
Wow.
Sitting there waiting. And this energy was like representing what she was. So she's back there.
That's fantastic.
And she's buried back there. My spirit soul, looking for the butterflies. Feeling out what's back there. Cool stuff back there. Feeling it out. And all of a sudden the energy rose up. Said, I'm here.
Wow.
And started singing.
That's
Came at me. Now, the whole time, I was afraid. Whether the alien's going to get me, fucking Manitou's going to get me, I'm going to break my leg.
That beast with the goat legs and everything.
And I thought about all these fucking problems. All the problems I could contend with. Broken legs.
The squirrel running on your bum, stealing your food.
Rattlesnake bites, every goddamn thing. And it was all fear and stress.
That's just fabulous.
After that, he goes, you want to meet the Manitou? There's the Manitou, right?
Wow.
And I'm like, holy fuck. And all of a sudden all of a sudden, I don't know, I think I heard the voice say, you're here to backpack. You're here to do this. Enjoy it.
Let go, yeah.
Stop fearing nature. Become one with it.
Take
and
the
enjoy
ride,
it.
man.
Take the ride. Get on the ride.
That's
No
fabulous,
fucking
man.
fear. Have a great fucking time. First
Well,
day.
it drove you to tears, and then you wanted it back. You forgot about all the bad
And
stuff.
then I realized
That's fabulous, bud.
this is my fucking life. I'm doing this fucking big hike on my own, and I'm gonna fucking enjoy every goddamn fucking snake bite I get. Whatever happens.
You're
Break
gonna
my
accept
leg,
it,
yeah,
eh?
I'm gonna accept it and enjoy it.
That's fabulous.
And I'm just gonna be innocent. Just be innocent and do your thing.
Do your thing, yeah.
Good
That's
time,
wonderful,
man.
though. That's wonderful.
And that's what happened. The fucking.
It's nice you can do that, you know.
I
You're a
didn't
brave
do
man.
it.
I know, but it's brave that you can feel those things. And you're in tune with that stuff. Not too many people are. When a regular person gets in nature like myself, I can feel the nature, and I'm happy to be in it.
Right.
But there's no existential feelings that come with it. Like I can't perceive any of the energies around. I can't. Like I'm far behind where you are at, and so are most people. But to you to have all that worry on your mind and then have it dissipated by this beautiful voice and this singing, it comes right to you, it comes right in you. It's almost like it could feel what you were having problems, and it came over to comfort you.
Yeah.
And when it left, you melded into the fray.
It was cool.
You went right into it.
Because awesome. Because people fear, like I haven't been to the woods at that point for a long time.
Right.
Usually when I was a kid, younger, I'd be in the woods and I could feel the bears and the birds and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I could look, there's a bear over there, so I'd walk a couple miles and there's the bear I'm feeling.
Right.
And then I'd do this and I'd do that. And I'd find the snake and I'd find the turtle and I'd know what to do. And I loved all of it, right?
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
You sure did.
And I loved it. And I could find the fucking moose in the water, all that. And I didn't know how I did it, but I just did it. And it was all, I'm having fun.
Well, you were part of nature your whole life, ever since you were a kid. When Connie started taking you camping and Pete, you guys were in the woods all the time.
So, and anyway, and the fish, I love it.
And plus you were close to Grandma.
Yeah.
And Grandma and all of them, they were like flower people. You know what I'm saying? Grandma loved nature, right? She knew so much about it. She taught all of us about nature. I can remember her as a child telling me about nature.
Well, when we go up there, and I give her shit for killing a fucking, like there'd be a caterpillar on her vegetables, she'd kill it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't fucking dog! You fucking mind? She goes, is this a caterpillar? I go, no, it's gonna turn into a butterfly, you fucking bitch. I get irate with her, right? And she goes, okay, stop. I go, it's gonna turn into that butterfly. Look how beautiful it is. And you're fucking killing it.
And you're killing it because you killed your tomato.
Yeah, it's eating your tomato plant. You're killing the goddamn bugs. The only reason I'm on this fucking planet is because of the bugs. And you're fucking killing them. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I felt.
Well, you had a beautiful collection. Like when you were a kid,
I felt
looked
bad
at everything.
I stopped.
You did. I can remember it. I can remember Connie, your mom, offering money to people to go and find butterflies that you were looking for. Yeah. Remember when the Luna moth? The first time I ever fucking saw a Luna moth, I was so amazed.
Yeah.
And Connie said, "This is what we're looking for. Anybody gets one of these,
bring it here."
And we had the nets. He said, "I'll give you $5 for Richard." And you, I think, were the one that ended up getting it.
Yeah.
Like nobody else saw one. Nobody was like, none of us knew how to fucking sneak through the woods or be. I just run through like goddamn bull moose with a fucking net in my hand, slapping everything that walks, crawls, and slithers. You know. But
I had the whole school when I was a kid, grade 2, 3. They called me on the phone. Roger, got moth for you. I ride my bike across town. It's a little fucking ugly little fucking brown thing.
It's a cloth moth.
Yeah. I go, no, man. I go, the big fuckers.
The big, beautiful moths.
Scorpion moths,
Oh, yeah.
I go, I don't want goddamn. I mean, it's beautiful. And I take it, right? But anyway, half of them didn't do it. But Chris called me. I gotta cut that out. Chris called me one day. I got a big ass moth for you. And the fucker was big, but it was totally toasted. Like half its wings were gone, but it was like that big.
See, I've never even really seen one that big, except for in your collection, or like on a TV or a picture or something. I've never actually
Really?
physically seen one, no. But I don't go looking for them either.
Yeah.
You know, I cut trees for 25 years. You think I'd have saw something?
I saw a guy cutting trees in Windsor, so I stopped and looked at it, and I found there's a scorpion moth cocoon on the branch. So I broke them up, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Shut up! I'm taking the cocoon." And he smashed it, and it was dead. But
Oh my goodness! Wow.
so anyway, I have maybe that, and plus I was native in my past life.
Well, you had a few
So,
native lives,
yeah.
didn't you? 4 or 5 or something like that. You were saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's gotta be an advantage when you can reach in and tap that essence.
But I didn't even know it at that time.
Well, no,
So
but I mean, it was still in the background.
Yeah.
You may not have known it,
Yeah.
but
it worked.
you were still doing the same thing natives did.
Yeah.
We all do the same
Yeah.
thing natives do to some extent. Like
Yeah.
we know what we're supposed to do in nature,
Yeah.
but if we don't do it,
No
then
matter what culture you come from, you're all back to nature.
we're just denying our basis instincts if we don't do that. If we don't do what we feel we should do, the right things, you know. And it's sad because a lot of people it's not their fault. They're so far from it they can't reach it.
Yeah.
I feel bad for people. I feel bad for me sometimes when I can't connect. That's where it is. People lost the way to connect. Some people can connect too much. That pisses me off because they can do it so easily.
Yeah.
Like
It'll
Aunt
happen
Sean, you know,
Yeah.
she fucking nature and orbs. Fuck that woman to just sit down with her dog and there be 3,000 orbs cutting laps around her head.
You
know? Same with you. I've seen your videos. I see the orbs go right behind you in the background.
I was actually editing one of these past videos of us talking, and there's voices in here
Oh, really?
replying to what we're talking about.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I think I put one. The first one we did, I cut it and added that track a couple times so you could hear it.
Oh, wow.
What are you saying? I think you did.
I didn't remember seeing it in the video, but I could
You
have
listen
skipped
with
by
your
that part
phones.
because sometimes I'll skip by my mouth and I'll just
Yeah,
go
yeah.
right to yours because I already knew what I said, so I don't need to hear it again.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have the opportunity to do the videos. And,
I can hear my
and
kids.
we thank you for watching them. We're just, we're doing this for your benefit as much as we are for ours. I get a lot out of it. I don't know. I've really always wanted the opportunity to do this. See Richard make videos. It feels so good, and you want to talk about stuff and clear the air and put the truth out there. And that's what he's doing. And believe it or not, like this man is doing it for your benefit. He's not telling stories for you to entertain. Because of the way people are stuck on how it is, it's not always that way. It's not. Life is a different experience to all of us. That's why we're individuals. You know?
And then it's like everybody's on the earth
We're here
for the reason.
Yeah.
And it's all good. But don't feel lesser than or more than your fellow human. We're all here. We're all a piece of the big puzzle.
That's right.
And we all work together.
That's right.
All races, all cultures, we ought to do it. And try to do it without fucking violence and killing each other and hurting people out of your fucking ego. That is Lucifer
That's right.
running your fucking life. So just mellow the fuck out. I don't know. But you know what I mean.
I do understand.
It's
what
like
you're saying,
when you watch people and you get a group of them and they're walking in the woods.
Mhm.
And I've done this. There's like 4 or 5 of us walking through the woods. One person's cool with it. One person's this way with the woods. This person's a fucking psycho. She's totally out of her element. She's losing her shit.
Right.
Now everybody has their piece and their place.
Yeah.
And it's okay. So you don't belong. You're not good with this. It's okay. Go back. Do your thing. Right?
That's right.
And you can see. But we're all working it out, you know?
That's right. We are.
And and it's not a bad thing.
It's not bad to be out of your element, just to have it in moderation or something.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta try and cross the barriers and communicate, and you gotta learn life, and life is what it is, right?
Everybody's got this
We're
thing.
being fed that false sense of life though now. We don't get the natural effect. We get told what to do. We gotta work 40 hours a fucking week. We don't have free time to ourselves. To think and to listen to the universe. That's what I feel sad for. Because if that was more part of our life, then everybody would be in a better position, I think. So to some extent. Some people are already wonderful. But
Okay. I think we should cut it.
All right.
It's been 2 hours, eh?
Awesome, yeah.
I
Thanks,
think
guys, for watching. And, we're going to have soon, I think Richard's going to answer some questions. So if anybody out there is curious and you want a question about something, if he can answer it, and he will give it an honest try. And if he can, he'll come right out and tell you. Or we'll research it and we'll do the best we can for you. But if you got something you want to hear talked about or something like that, just pop on, say it on the video, in the comments or whatnot, and we'll accommodate you to the best that we can. And we'll leave it at that till our next video. And we don't know what the topic's going to be yet, but it's going to be something good.
More of the same, I think. I still got more UFOs.
More of the same too, because I do love hearing the UFO stories.
I got the whole trip on Manitoulin.
They're fascinating. If you got UFO questions, pop them on there, and chances are he can answer them. If not, we'll do the work for you and we'll find out what it is, or give you.
Or I'll give you my experience related to it.
Absolutely. So be blessed, all you people out there, and have a good day, and be kind to each other if you can. Thank you.
Shoot the fucking politician.